Haruto was a lonely, disgusting, isolated loser who lost hope in his life after living it aimlessly for years. But when he realized how depressing his life was, a light shined from his phone, teleporting him into the heavenly dimension. The Archangel congratulated him on reincarnating and gifted him with overpowered skills that'll help him live his second life to the fullest. And before he knew it, he was born to the royal family with the greatest powers. However, his family thought he was the weakest newborn alive, so they threw him out in the woods, where he destroyed the legendary Fenrir, Flay, and added her to his harem. Before long, the greatest businessman of all time came and created the perfect deal, making Haruto his son and Flay his maid. In his new life, the only person who continued being distant was his little sister, crushing all of his otaku dreams. Weeks later, he was laying in his bed when he checked his surveillance cameras and noticed how all the soldiers had been severely injured after their defeat. His father was shocked that their secret plan was somehow ambushed, and told Haruto to go to his room before seeing these sights. While walking back, Flay thought that gold was useless for being crushed by a bunch of thieves, so Haruto gave her a cold glance, telling her to shut her mouth. As he continued walking, he casted his barrier magic on every soldier, and healed their injuries as if they'd never happened. At night, Flay continued standing outside his door, and Haruto went outside, wondering why the she's just standing outside his room like a creep. However, when she didn't respond to him, he realized that she's been still shutting her mouth after his order, so he told her to open it up already and shove his dick. She apologized for offending him, and offered to let him do whatever he wanted to her body.
Yeah, boy.
At the top of their castle, Haruto began looking through all of the cameras he'd set up throughout the country, and finally located the group of bandits who had ambushed the army. Flay thought it was suspicious how the bandits knew the soldiers' exact location, and Haruto realized there was a spy among them, so he took off flying with Flay, and his sister saw everything.